What do I want?
Huh?
What I want?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Next hour.
I'm just making a movie.
I promise I'm gonna be honest with you. So the first thing that surprised me when I landed in Kenya is that everyone is black. Seriously, you need to get used to that. So, in our first full day in Kenya, we start from fancy breakfast at the roof of our hotel. Quickly check how looks the world from hotel balcony, and we landed in a city center. We need to book some train tickets, so we catch an Uber.
Hubert, are you comfortable? Yeah, me too. We just bought the ticket to the train which goes to Mombasa. Wasn't so easy, but we finally got them. I wasn't able to record the movie over there because it's not allowed to do it in that. And right now we're going to Horror Park.
Quick visit in the park, few pictures, and we already get hungry. I don't know how it happened that we end in an Arabic restaurant, because we want to eat some African food, but that was the first time I found out how good is a fresh juice in Africa. Because we couldn't use Uber at our next destination point, we rent a proper car with a local driver. 5-liter Toyota Land Cruiser with a 4-wheel drive should be enough.
Born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found.
So, say hello from the car.
Hey guys.
Yeah, we're going to Naivasha with our driver Matthew by car, which is Toyota Land Cruiser, I think. Yeah.
Is it Toyota Cruiser? Is it Land Rover?
No, Land Cruiser. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Seven-seater.
the trip's gonna take about 1.5 hours. That's what the driver said, and we're gonna enjoy a lake over there. Just forget to mention that the road is bumpy. Actually, he wanted to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, the road.
Anyway, but the view is awesome. Yeah, I need to say that.
Yeah, the countryside is.
Yeah, countryside looks much better. Yeah, honestly.
We passed next to some tea plantations.
A lot of them.
Yes, as we said, roads are bumpy.
Roads are bumpy. Yeah. Okay, see you guys.
The nurse spoke up, said leave this one alone. She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone.
We drove 120 km northwest to reach Lake Naivasha National Park. On our way, we had a short stop for outstanding view of Great Rift Valley. It is 6,000 km long depression in Earth, and it goes from Syria to central Mozambique. I was lucky, and that girl explained me everything.
Okay, this is called Mount Suswan,
All right.
which is 7,000 feet, and it is volcanic.
Volcanic.
but for now it's dormant. We have the satellite station,
Uh-huh.
which is the white dishes over there, yeah? This one
Alright.
over there, that is the satellite station for communication in Kenya. This small mountain here is called Mount Margaret, which
Uh-huh.
is 2,000 feet. It's this one over here.
All right.
And the biggest over there,
That's Mount Kenya.
it's called Mount Longonot.
Mount
Mount
Longonot.
Longonot, which is 9,000 feet.
All right.
Also volcanic, but dormant for now. We have few Swahili names,
Uh-huh.
like Jambo, which means hello.
Of course, yeah, I know that.
Karibu means welcome.
Karibu.
Asante is thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I know this one as well.
Kwaheri is goodbye.
Kwahere.
Yeah.
Kwahere.
Also you have Hakuna Matata is
Yeah,
no
of course.
problem.
That's the most popular, yeah.
Yeah. And where we are now
Alright.
is the Great Rift Valley viewpoint. Altitude is 2,140 meters.
Also, she sold me a cheap wooden ball for 3,500 Kenyan shillings. That was my worst deal in Africa. Did I mention that for people in Kenya, a white guy looks like this? Well, you should know that. Anyway, have a look what's beautiful in Kenya. Nature. A wild nature.
Oh, what's this? I think that's a dead buffalo. Or something like that. What do you think? What's that?
It says be aware.
Be aware. Yeah, okay. We will. Okay, so we arrived to Lake Naivasha. We just hired a boat, $30 each. So it's quite expensive. You can swim for like 1 hour, a bit more. We'll see. Oh, see you guys.
What a beautiful day, hey, hey, what a beautiful day. Nothing is impossible in my all-powerful mind. Was on the 5th of November when time it went back. Some say that that's impossible, but you and I, we never look back. And wasn't it incredible? So beautiful and above all, just to see the fuse get lit this time to light a real bonfire for all time. And what a beautiful day, hey, hey, what a beautiful day. Nothing is impossible in my all-powerful mind.
Just a few minutes in the water and we spot some hippos. You need to know that those cute-looking creatures are responsible for more human fatalities in Africa than any other large animal. Weighing around 1.5 ton hippo is a good swimmer and could easily hit the boat.
Oh, there's plenty of them.
But the biggest attraction was Joe and his fish troll. Apart from eagles on Lake Naivasha, there are 400 different species of birds. And we saw them many.
You just scared them.
Lucky, our friend Joe didn't throw all fish to the lake. and we could have a dinner.
We just arrived from the lake and the dinner is ready, so I think it's time to say welcome to Africa, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That was a good day, but don't forget, in Africa, the roads are bumpy.